Well, the news is pretty bad. Seems like all over the world. Looking at these numbers here, unemployment claims are up, and manufacturing is down, and home sales is down. Although they're building them like crazy, and the manufacturing index is down even in Britain. Sales are up. Order expectations is down. So, waiting for the Draghi. Looking at the 1 hour chart. Looking at this entry here. Using this support resistance. Looking at this one price here. We came back into this little hidden. This is probably a doji of some type. Come all the way back to just tag that. I was buying along this trend line here on the close. Another reason why the candlesticks are terrible is that the candlesticks have an open and a close, which is pretty redundant. And a lot of times you can actually, imagine you run a line chart on open. So I could run this on open, but open is close. There's no gaps. This is a 24-hour market. I heard a guy post that he saw a morning star. You can't see a morning star in Forex unless you're talking about Sunday night gap open, and then you have to actually have the thing gap down. And trying to hunt down silly candles like that is just a big waste of time, in my opinion. When all you have to do is draw a line here, right? So you can see this top connects to this top, connects to this top. You got a top bottom there. Of course, you blow through it there, but let's just try to take a line through this one, right? This top blows through, comes back, but that's definitely the kickoff point. And the news was pretty serious. I mean, it's definitely a problem. You can also connect from this low to this high and come through like this. And then you get a nice connection there. So definitely buying in this zone here for the bounce and trying to get the pullback here on the 5 minute. So we went long, and now they've grabbed all these guys, these bulls now. Now they can ram it back. So I'm going to buy into this pullback. So the market's pretty up and down, but the fast moves are the fake moves, and the nice moves are the ones that take some time. I guess I'm looking forward to the euro to go up at least into, and on the close line here on the daily, there was a resistance point here. You could have sold. We stabbed up into this zone. Yeah, looking for them to try to even take out, come down here. So they just like to do that. So I'll buy into that whole plunge. Coming on top of this with stops. I'm looking for the Dow Jones to go through the floor. That's really what I'm kind of aiming at. It's the Dow Jones getting clobbered. Looking at the Dow here on the left here, I got the 4 hour euro, and this is the 4 hour Dow. So I'm looking for the Dow to climax up into this congestion zone here. I can't believe they're still bidding this up. Here's the daily. And here's the daily euro. This has come back to the starting gate again. And so they always wanted to come back and retest that inside. This is only the 5 minute chart, so it's pretty quick. Things happen pretty quick here, but they want to come back and test this where we left the starting gate. So it's not. So it took profits up here and then reloaded the. We had to reload because they just kind of like on a breakout. When the breakout traders get caught there, and typically it's a rip back off of that. So we have to get back in. And it's just that kind of in and out, up and down. Not really a seller, just dumped my longs there and then just reloaded the gun for this come back to here before we really make a move. I think we could really take out the high of the day, or at least get back to here where this was another great place to sell, was this previous low right here on the this bottom here. That's a big pivot. I'm sure there was a lot of people that sold right up in there for the pullback, and that's only the 1 hour chart, so you leave quite a trail of misery there if you're on the wrong side of the market. So I'm just waiting for this thing to play out. Still could go down into here, so I put buy limits down here. These news days are pretty wacky. We're waiting for natural gas storage to come out in 10 minutes, and I guess I don't know if that's going to be any type of clue to the future. I don't know what that even means, but I guess if this is going down, it means that less people need natural gas because there's no production to melt any metal down to everybody's on welfare. They printed so much money on the planet here. We're all just going to sit back and see who's got the best place to park your money for the bond market, I guess. Okay, this was the comeback to the retest of that breakout. This has got to hold. Otherwise, it takes out the floor, stops me out, but I'm going to buy on the real plunge. But if this is, if you're doing Elliott wave count, this would be 1, 2, and the 3 should take us through the top of that 1 hour. If I go to the 15, it's, I guess you could make the argument for a, this is the double bottom there. So that's definitely got to hold through the next bit of time here. So I'm just going to walk away from this thing because there's nothing I can do to it now. I put these buy limits back for the retest because I think it's going to be an up day. This was the first scalp up into this bottom. It even gives you a nice bottom on the 15 where it turned. But to really, this is the contention. We got to get over this bar and then clear the trees there for this rally. So I'll come back here. It's going to be, I'll come back here when the news comes out, bottom of the hour. Natural gas is coming out here in 7 minutes. About to get the news here. About 1 minute left. And it looks itching to take out this, to take a 20 pip blast north, flow through that top, and then look to get in on the next pullback, I think. Okay, I think we got the news here. And about, of course, this clock's off, unfortunately. Even though Windows says it's synced. I think I synced it to the wrong thing, so I'm going by the fact that the 5-minute chart, last bar I get to paint on there. So this should be the nail in the coffin, this natural gas news. God knows what it has to do with the price of tea in China, but I guess everybody wants to confirm before they dump $1 that, yep, let's dump it. And we're back to this fair value at 11.20 here. I guess the news is out. So we look to make 10 pips here, and then my long shot is to make 30, but I'm definitely getting out early on some of these as scalps. So as we go up, taking something off the table and reducing the risk. So let's see how this thing plays out. On top there, plus there's usually a big move just before 11 o'clock and 11:30 to kind of close out the books there in Europe. So if this is going to be the time to buy the euro at the amazing discount of 11.20, and now they bid it up. We cash out of this thing. So let me come back at the top of the hour and see where we're at. Well, it's bad news here, I guess. Estimated natural gas storage. I guess there's no reason to store natural gas if you don't need it. Yeah, waiting for that 130. Should be some craziness there. And then after that, I guess we can all go to sleep and wait for the next a bit of drama news. So we're going after this. I'm getting out of some of these right here. I got a pretty conservative take profit just on your retest of this on the 5 minute. Here's the 15 minute next time frame down. Go to the half hour. Really nothing there yet. Definitely this is going to be the one big exit here. So I'm going to take something off the table. And this is my kind of let it go, bust through here and take that last profit. But the moment, just have to wait, sadly. It's only been like 9 minutes since that news came out, the last bit of news. So you're up at the hour. And they did one more smash and grab. So that's why I got out of some of them here. But I reloaded here and bought more. Because they're going to continually try to shake off as many people as they can before they take this through the high of the day. They're going to try to, the volatility is going to be up and down, and they're going to, market makers are going to want to bid it down into here to grab all the retail traders' protective stops that are trying to ride this up. Because I think everybody is looking for the retrace, and the news is bad, and so what better way to get people out to keep coming back here? So you have to keep up your, if you're in buy mode, you're looking to go long, you have to look at these as opportunities to get long again. So it's a real tough game in that sense because you build the trend line, can see what's going to happen, but they won't be satisfied until they come down here and retest, and then it goes up finally. And so it can go up and down several times before it actually goes anywhere. And in the meantime, you're just getting clobbered. So you got 1 minute here for the top of the hour, and this is typically a big deal, and then the next half hour kind of sets it in stone. You still got looks like 2.5 hours before they speak out of Europe, and that should give you some volatility there. But just looking to take out this high now, this is where we were at before. I took these profits up in this thing and almost took everything off the table because I was kind of expecting a top of the hour smash and grab. Now this has only lasted, if you go to the 1 minute, this just happened just right there. And that's because you're nearing the top of the hour. And that's typically what you'll see is a lot of complete reversals and just crazy stuff. So there's the top of the hour. Now it could go ripping down. But I'm betting on we're just going to pop through this 10 pip thing finally after the slight detour down, which is, kind of disheartening if you have a plan. You've got an outlook. That's why you kind of have the little flexible plan there. At least realize that a fast move is typically a fake out move. Not always, but so I guess, when the market's moving really hard and you're on the right side of that, you're winning on the fake. But I'll just come back to this thing at the bottom of the hour. Well, here's the bottom of the hour coming. And we've been stalled out in the middle of this zone. And I bought some more on the pullback into this quiet triangle. We're just looking for the get out of this, and then reloaded more on here at the center. Looking for this big stampede north here. So that's my big trade plan for today. Buy the euro. Buy the euro on pullbacks. Okay, there you go. We took profits on that. I bought some more on the last pullback. We actually had to come back one more time, and I bought more. So looking to go to 112 now. I'm bullish.